again, Slovakiaring, second day of the new championship of Alpe Adria Motorcycling Championship. In front of us, second race for the Super Sport. If you watched the race yesterday, you saw something fantastic. It was a fantastic move from young Croatian driver Martin Vugrinec. He was fighting the whole race with Hungarian rider Gergo Molnar, and Martin, only 17 years old, he did his move in very last corner and won the race. So what can we expect today?
Martin crashed yesterday on the qualifying practice, and he has a big injury on his right knee. We hope that this injury will not stop him today from the fast ride like it was yesterday. Yesterday everything was still warm, and until the end of the race he managed to ride very fast. Also there was an assistance of the medical people, permanent medical people that are present here from the side of promoter. And he was capable to ride very fast yesterday, but during the night the pain was so big, and we will see. Martin said that he will do everything he can to win again, but probably all of us will be very satisfied if he finished on the podium positions, but all the people that know Martin, for sure, all of us, we know that for sure he will fight for the win. Gergo is also very fast. Yesterday he was in the lead for whole race until the last corner, and he proved us that he is fast, and for sure during this season this will be the main fight for the championship title.
We'll see now what is Gergo prepared. Molnar was very good yesterday. Number 48, Gergo Molnar from Budapest. VEBP Racing on Honda with Pirelli tires. Yesterday results: first Vugrinec, second Molnar, third Koenig, Schlup, Koppa, Budzinski, Chabala, Schubert, Svoboda. 9 racers on the start. 9 laps to go. Lights off, and here we go.
Very good start for the Gergo Molnar. He is in the lead to the first corner, and it was a very bad start for Martin Vugrinec, but okay, here is already overtaking the riders.
Did what he did yesterday. Start the race in the first place and leading the race. As we said, we have 9 laps in this race. Let's see who is second, and then
Martin Vugrinec is definitely on the second place. His start was very bad, but he managed to overtake 2 riders in the first corner, and now he's on the second position and already on the back wheel of Gergo Molnar.
Here you can see Molnar Vugrinec as yesterday. The same picture. No, we are not using replay. It's a live coverage from Slovakiaring. It's a Super Sport race, and it's a fight for the first place. Gergo Molnar from Hungary and Martin Vugrinec from Croatia.
Also on the third place, it is very fast in this first lap, is Oliver Koenig. Oliver is from the Czech Republic. Very young rider. He started his career in Alpe Adria in Moto3 class, and after that he moved to IDM. Now he is back, and this is his first race in the Super Sport class. Also he participated yesterday in the BMW 300 Cup, and he won this race. He is now on the 3rd position in this first lap.
Very soon, our leading riders will show what they know on home turf, because 29th of June, Slovakiaring in south of Hungary, and 27th of July, Rijeka.
Gergo Molnar is in the lead for a half a second in front of Martin Vugrinec on 2nd place. Oliver Koenig is 3rd. Pierre Coppa is 4th. Jaromir Čulup 5th. Bartolomej Čabala is 6th. Mikolaj Budzinski 7th. Petr Svoboda 8th. And Toba Schubert is on the 9th place. Bartolomej Čabala, Polish rider, starting number 131, is on the 6th position. During this weekend, he had 3 crashes and he is still here. Big fighter.
Still alive.
This is Martin.
So, and this is a mistake. Can Gergo fly away? Or no, Martin Vugrinec is still following. We will have a fight like yesterday, and of course we don't have anything against this. We are in 2nd lap of 9 laps race, so plenty of places for Martin.
We have one rider is retiring from the race.
Martin Vugrinec. Very soon he'll be in Barcelona. He will try some Moto 2nd in the GP racing, so maybe Croatia will have somebody in the highest level of motorcycling races. Let us see what's the advantage. It was after 2nd run. It's only 1 second. It's only 1 second. Here you can see our first rider. So Gregor Molnar, 1 second in front, Martin Vugrinec.
Pierre Coppa is now on the 3rd place. Jaromir Čulup is 4th, and as we can see, Oliver Koenig is on the 8th place. As we spoke before, this was the rider that had some problems, and it is obviously that it was Oliver Koenig. The gap between Gergo Molnar and Martin Vugrinec in this moment is 1 second, and Gergo Molnar did the fastest lap in the race in this moment. He was nearly half a second faster than Martin Vugrinec, and this is the reason for the gap of 1 second in this moment.
The rest of the riders are much slower. So our leading riders, 2:08 for Molnar, 2:09 for Vugrinec, and the rest are much slower. On the 3rd place, Pierre Coppa, the best lap, 2:13.79. As yesterday, we have 2 candidates for winner place on the podium, and they are Gregor Molnar and Martin Vugrinec. Let's see if the young rider from Varaždin in Croatia is in pain. Here they are. So this is 1 second. This is 1 second. It was not easy for Vugrinec yesterday to come on the podium. He was really hurt. Okay, he's closing the gap. No, again, the difference between 1st and 2nd is 1 second.
Yes, completely the same gap between first 2 riders. So Gergo Molnar is still on the lead Martin Vugrinec is on the second place. Pierre Kopa is third in this moment. Jaromir Člup is on the fourth place.
Molnar, Vugrinec, Kopa, Člup, Budzinski, Čabala, Svoboda, Schubert, and on the last place, Oliver Koenig.
Yes, but Oliver Koenig has one lap less than all the other guys. Probably he retired from the race.
Let's return to our leaders. Here is Vugrinec. He's having a lot of green on his bike and his overalls. What he prepared for today after yesterday's beauty, after yesterday move of the day on the very last corner. What a young rider from Croatia is preparing for today. The guys who are a little bit back, Člup, Budzinski, Čabala, Svoboda and Schubert. We are in fourth lap.
In this moment we can see that Gergo is really fast and he is opening a gap. I think this gap will be a little bit more than the last time. Last time it was 1 second. But as we can see, this gap in this moment is a little bit bigger, so probably Gergo is doing very fast lap in this moment. We will see what the tactic is for the Martin Vugrinec. The similar situation was yesterday, but now we can see 2.5 seconds gap. 2.5 seconds gap. Gergo Molnar was faster in the last lap for 1.5 seconds comparing to the time of Martin Vugrinec.
Maybe Martin is taking a little bit off to rest, to prepare for the final fight. And you can be sure, final fight is, we have 9 laps, we are in the 5th. So enough time for a young Croatian driver to have a shot on the second victory in 2 days. As we have at this day, here we are riding with Vugrinec. Or he will be satisfied with his second place. We will see. In this race, we also have points for pole position and
no, only for fastest lap.
Only for fastest.
So the system of the points is that the riders will get points for the pole position. The fastest riders on the qualifying practices gets 3 points, then the second 2 points, and the third 1 point. And for each race, the fastest lap in the race is 1 additional point.
So it's very fair system. At the end of the season, on the big finals, 5th of October, on the Motorsport Arena Oskarsleben near Berlin, we will have the real winners. The guy with the most points. Here we are. So you can see what's the gap between Molnar and Vugrinec, more than 3 seconds. More than 3 seconds. Now Vugrinec needs something very special if he wants to catch. Very good, fantastic Hungarian rider.
There was one situation in the last lap that Martin Vugrinec made a mistake and he was in very dangerous situation, and the reason for that, because of that reason, the gap is a little bit bigger than it was before. Now it is 3 seconds between Gergo and Martin. Pierre Kopa is still on the 3rd place, but the gap behind the Gergo Molnar is more than 20 seconds. Jaromir Člup is on the 4th position, Bartolomej Čabala is 5th, Petar Svoboda 6th, Tomas Schubert is 7th, Mikolaj Budzinski is 8th, and Oliver Konig retired from this race.
So it's the final moments for Vugrinec to show up to try to catch Hungarian driver Gergo Molnar. Gergo is looking unstoppable at the moment. More than 3 seconds in the lead.
If this remains like this, then we will have very interesting list of points after this race. Probably there will be only 1 point difference between those two riders before the next race in Poland.
Next race in Poland, 25th of May, and another race coming our way, 29th of June, Slovakiaring. So somewhere where Gergo knows how to ride.
3 laps to go.
New advance is 4 seconds, 346.
Very hard braking from Martin. He's doing everything to catch Gergo, but in this moment, this gap 4.3 seconds. It's really too big. Obviously, this injury and the pain is too big and too hard for Martin to ride and to find the performance like it was yesterday. Gergo is very, very fast.
Yeah, Gergo has only three laps left.
So we can see now the situation 2 laps ago when the Gergo opened the gap. This was a very dangerous situation in the first corner for Martin Vugrinec, and this is obviously the reason for the gap that we have now, 4.3 seconds. Martin Vugrinec is very lucky to save himself.
Stay on his bike.
Yes.
Stay on his bike, yes. Looks like we will have a big fight this year in this competition. Maybe somebody new will come to try to take glory from Molnar and Vugrinec. But at this moment, we have our stars. Gergo Molnar from Hungary and Martin Vugrinec from Croatia. 2.5 laps to go. Almost 5 seconds for Gergo Molnar. Number 33 is Thomas Schubert on the 7th place.
And here we have Gergo. He is closing his 7th lap. Also Martin Vugrinec is coming. The gap is now 6 seconds. It will be very hard, not impossible, but very hard to catch Gergo Molnar. Without the mistake of Gergo, it will be almost impossible for Martin to check.
Only 2 laps to go. Only 2 laps to go. Difference more than 6 seconds. Gergo is flying in direction his first win of the season. Yesterday 2nd place, now Gergo is on his way for the win. Where is Martin? Can he do a miracle in the last 2 laps? It's very hard to expect something like this. But here we go. Martin is trying, yes. Yes, Martin is trying his best.
Do not forget that this is only the first event of the season, and results from this event for sure will be important at the end of the season, but it is not the most important thing to win immediately at the start of the season. But if the positions will remain like this, the gap between 2 riders in the classification after this race will be only 1 point. So the season is so long, altogether 12 races in the calendar, and for sure we will have a lot of fights on the track between those two riders.
So closing stages for this race. Very likely that Mr. Vugrinec is having problems from his falls. The new difference between Molnar and Vugrinec is...
As we can see, Martin Vugrinec is putting out his leg. Obviously, he is in the big pain because he was putting his leg out of the bike to rest a little bit while he was on the main straight. So probably this was the main reason why his performance today was not on the level that it was yesterday.
Very last lap for leading drivers. Now in the finishing area is Piero Coppa, who is having third place in his hands, last place on the podium.
Behind
and
him
looks like
is
that Martin Vugrinec gave up.
On the fourth position is Jaromir Člup. Bartolomej Čavala is fifth, Petar Svoboda sixth, Thomas Schubert is on seventh position, and behind him is Nikolaj Budzinski.
Molnar, Vugrinec, Coppa, Člup, Čavala, Svoboda, Schubert, Budzinski on the last place. We don't have Oliver Koenig in the race anymore. And we are finishing the race with routine. Last half of the race, half lap of the race.
Gergo Molnar is approaching to the finish line. Here he is. And this is a win for him in the race 2 on the Slovakiaring.
Yesterday, Gergo second, Martin Vugrinec first, but looks like a very happy winner. Gergo Molnar from Hungary for VEPP Racing on Honda with Pirelli tires. Pirelli tires, winner of the race. Second place for Vugrinec with 9.5 seconds. And we will wait for sometimes for Piero Coppa, who took the third place.